This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
It's Barnes. It's Leslie. We are your Morning X. Celebrity Sleaze is brought to you by McDonald's. Archways to Opportunity helps employees achieve their dreams. If you want to learn more, just head to McDonald's.com.
Celebrity Sleaze. Barnes, what is happening with all the White Lotus feud rumors? They're there. Walton Goggins tearfully explaining why he unfollowed Amy Lou Wood on Instagram. I'll tell you who didn't help was co-star Jason Isaacs. He's been hinting about all this on-set drama. Quote, there were alliances that formed and broke, romances that formed and broke, friendships that formed and broke. Well, that's kind of like Survivor. It's a long period of time for people to be away from their family with an open bar.
Dude.
And all the wildness being there in Thailand.
Hey.
But Walton Goggins is finally speaking up. He's like, there's no feud. I adore her. I love this woman madly. She's so important to me. This is Goldie Hawn. This is Meg Ryan. She can do anything and she will. He basically said, first of all, he said he doesn't give a crap about Instagram. Why is everyone obsessing over Instagram? This is irrelevant. He's basically saying he just, after every production, he just steps back. He said, when I left Justified, I didn't talk to Timothy Oliphant for 2 years. That's just the way he processes things.
But why would he come back now after it had already kind of cooled down and just bring it back up again? Like, he didn't really say anything that, I don't know.
Because I think it got super loud and he felt like he needed to respond. That's the way I took it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it got super loud, but then it got really quiet. Then he responded.
It's pretty crazy.
He doesn't owe anyone anything. But it didn't help the dudes talking about open bars and away from your family.
Drama.
Yeah. Thanks, bro.
We had some sad news from the 99X world. Morton Harkin from AHA revealing he has Parkinson's.
So sad.
I know. I guess he said in an interview he disclosed he's undergone brain surgeries to manage the condition while still being able to, help him in his daily activities. He's very doubtful about singing again, which I thought was tragic.
It is tragic, and I pulled the vocal from their biggest song. I mean, come on, the obvious, Take On Me.
Take On Me, yeah.
And stripped it down. Listen to how amazing his voice is. And what's interesting is you can hear the little voice, like coffee things, like cough, like
yes.
Usually they take that out of the mix, but it's still in there. Listen to this. Wow.
That blew me away.
I had never heard it before until now. I mean, just doing this, but that is a sad story.
Wishing you well, Morton Harkett. Okay, days away, before the Tony Awards, and the final week on Broadway for Good Night and Good Luck with George Clooney, breaking a record for the highest weekly gross for a Broadway show, totaling $4.245 million after playing to 100% capacity. And don't forget Sunday night is when CNN is going to air this live, which I think is crazy. They've never done that before, right? A play actually live. But what I thought was really funny is that Clooney had this story about, because he's playing journalist Edward R. Murrow, and so he has all these speeches to do. And he was on with Seth Meyers talking about how students are just keeping him honest.
We gave away 1,000 tickets to students two different nights, and they all know these speeches.
Right.
And, I screw them up sometimes. And they let you know. Like, I'll say one word wrong, and you'll hear, nope. By the way, when did we start talking in theater?
Wrong.
But that's what they do.
Yeah, especially when they're getting free tickets.
You'd think it'd be a little more polite.
That is funny.
What a run. So many artists or actors now wanting to do Broadway. I don't know what's happening with Jamie Foxx, but that round table that we always play? Are these actors sitting around a round table talking about stuff?
It's like a dinner party.
It is like a dinner party. And for some reason, he went there. Jamie Foxx started talking about taking quote-unquote enhancements. Maybe they backfired?
I was going to do some enhancements. Some people call it cocaine.
And some people don't,
Some people call it enhancement. I just want to be on the record.
No one calls it enhancements.
No one calls it enhancements.
I want to go
like
on the record to
1,000
say I
slang
hate
words.
cocaine. I just like how it smells.
Okay.
What?
Terrible.
Whatever it was that I did, I thought, okay, this is going to get me over the hump. So I went on stage and I said, I killed that shit. And this is when Marcus King was my manager. And I said, King, I know we recorded that shit. Let me see that shit. He said, you want to see it? And he played it back. And this is a different version of it. It says, sometimes when you think you killing, that's what it is. Because we've all had those sets where, oh, that was out, and then you look back at it, oh, we were a little maybe too loose.
I love that he doesn't like cocaine. He just likes how it smells.
The enhancements. He also told them that he didn't really have any material for stand-up, for his comedy, until he had his stroke.
Because I had a special a deal for a long time, but I didn't have nothing to talk about. What was I going to talk about? I'm rich. I was behind my gates. I remember running into Eddie Murphy. I saw Eddie Murphy at his house, and he says he was going to try to go do stand-up.
Yeah. I remember
that?
Yeah.
And I go to his house, and everybody went. Yeah. He said he's trying to do jokes. I said, you can't. This ain't funny. Like, the house, your house is too nice, and you got whatever that scent is. He had a scent. You can't. It was too perfect. So that was me. I was living in that. So I had nothing to talk about. And then the stroke happened, and I was like, oh, this is a platform, which I don't want to have another stroke in order to have another hour.
Well.
Yeah, I mean, if you're all rich and happy, how as a comedian are you going to make that, that's why these guys disappear. They're out counting their money.
It's true about any writer, though, if you think about artists as well, musical artists as well.
Yeah, no kidding, yeah.
You got to have something to write about.
They're comfy.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Bravo TV star Lala Kent holds nothing back.
I think the boundaries are getting a little unboundaried, but that's fine.
From relationships,
it's grabbing coffee with your friends. That is
right up my alley.
Right?
To business and beyond.
Where there's history, true friendships, but it's fine. I've also been a rat. I'm obsessed with her. I hate her. Literally the exact same feeling.
If you really want to party,
you have to have the perfect combination.
Give them Lala. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Barnes. Shaquille O'Neal has finally come clean. Maybe I shouldn't say that. He told Jimmy Fallon the real story about the quote-unquote runs that he experienced on TV.
Oh, that's like a month ago when he ran off the stage during the show?
Yeah, he's finally talking about it.
I thought he for sure had to go Tuesday, because, come on, you can't make it.
Maybe.
Well, first of all,
What was going on?
I was drinking a lot of water that day.
Okay. Oh, I see.
So I know I had the number 2 run, but it was really a number 1.
Okay, it's a number 1 run.
Yeah, number 1 run.
Yeah.
So let's just get that out the way.
Okay, perfect.
I'm drinking olive oil because I want to be sexy. So the olive oil.
You don't need olive oil to be sexy. You're Shaquille O'Neal.
Well,
Come
that's
on.
what it
bud.
said on Instagram. It said if you drink olive oil for 14 days, it clears stuff out, gets you a flat stomach. So I was trying it.
Oh, my gosh. So you drinking olive
You know what? I just made a mistake. I lied to you on national TV.
What'd you say?
It wasn't a number 1 run. It was a number 2 run.
I told you!
See?
I knew it had to have been.
He made that confession.
That's funny.
What's he drinking olive oil for?
And he's funny on every single show he shows up on.
Now, can I tell you that I looked up, and you probably know all this. We know he's a sports legend. But did you know about his business acumen?
He's in everything. He's in a lot of things. Like what specifically?
I'm talking about his ownership of stuff.
Well, he's got...
Shaquille O'Neal reportedly owns 155 Five Guys restaurants.
I don't doubt it. And he should have been a shark. Why was he never on?
He should be a shark. And, wait, the list goes on. 17 Auntie Anne's pretzel stores. You smell those in the mall and you cannot, walk away. 150 car washes, 40 24-hour fitness gyms, a movie theater, and several nightclubs in Vegas. What?
Wow.
Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin may have consciously uncoupled after 8 years. I'm sure you have been seeing this on again, off again. But apparently this is coming from one big source. People previously engaged, then they broke up, then they got back together again. And the quote is, it feels final this time.
People are saying this has been going on for a long time, but they've been trying to figure out how to make the announcement.
Well, she was all giggles the other night. I don't know if you saw this or not.
Yes, I did.
But Dakota Johnson and Jimmy Fallon were doing prank calls.
Sure, how may I help you?
My name's Lucy, and I'm calling because my roommate has a really big problem in his butt. He says it's really hurting up in there and also on the outside.
Hold on one second, okay?
You don't have butt problems?
Should we try someone else?
I don't think she wants to speak to us.
All right, I'm gonna call Crazy Tony's Shell.
What is that?
I don't know.
Seafood restaurant?
928.
Ooh, say that you're stuck in their bathroom.
3.
Shell gas station.
You're not going to believe this. Can you help me?
Maybe.
Well, I'm stuck in your bathroom right now, and there's no toilet paper.
Oh my. Hold on one second. I'll be right there.
Wait, I got out.
I mean, if I had to give him style points for pranking, it was cute. I don't think it was like Morning X caliber.
Yeah, we used to do prank calls, remember?
Yeah, those were the days. Can't do it anymore.
Then we got suspended.
Yeah.
But there is a more serious Jimmy Fallon. I don't know if you've seen this, but it's all over. It's called The Diary of a CEO podcast. And people have never seen him get this serious before. Yeah, he said he wrote something in a journal. Check this out.
I heard you'd said that if you didn't make it on SNL before the age of 25, you were gonna...
I was gonna kill myself.
Were you actually?
Yeah, I wrote that in something, in some journal or something.
You wrote what?
If I don't get on Saturday Night Live by the age of 25, then I'll kill myself.
Did you mean that?
Yeah, I did. But again, I knew that I was going to be on Saturday Night Live, so I guess I didn't really mean it. Because I was going to be on Saturday Night Live before I was 25.
So crazy.
I knew that I was going to be on it, so it wasn't really a threat.
Yeah, it's a side of him I've never seen before on this podcast. They've been releasing clips. If you want to see it, it's called Diary of a CEO with Jimmy Fallon. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.
Expert entrepreneur Ed Milet is on a mission to max out your life.
We're throwing open the metaphorical closet doors of our lives. We're going to be cleaning out the closet. What no longer fits? Audit some of your relationships. How about auditing your emotions? Maybe it's your career you need to look at. Get your life together for this season.
The Ed Milet Show.
It's time for a little cleaning of the soul. Let's get a little ruthless, a little refreshing, and a little real. God bless you, everyone.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.